All right, we are gonna get the stream started just a little bit early here today. How's it going, Daniel Barry? Happy to have you here on stream. As in the thumbnail, we've got a pretty big game here. Hopping back into Vandy franchise Dynasty, excuse me. It has been a while. I know it's been. I don't even know how long it's been since I've recorded Vandy. I'm having fun with college football 25, but unfortunately, the football content isn't going exactly how I had hoped when these games came out, which is fine. But it's just been a really busy week for me, and I just haven't prioritized the recording of these episodes. But wanted to get a live stream in here, and that's what we're going to do. Just got off work, so let's play some college football 25. Now, I believe Texas is not where we left off in the last episode. I believe we left off last episode about to take on Kentucky. I did actually record that gameplay, but it was a wild game, and it honestly wasn't a very good game. So after kind of editing that game, I was like, I don't think this is enough to make it a good episode. So it was going to be the beginning part of an episode, but then I just didn't record the rest, and here's the rest. So I don't think you'll be sad that you didn't see this Kentucky game. As you can see by the final score, it was kind of crazy. 61 points is what we put up. A lot of high scoring games. So what I've done is I have changed the quarter length here, and for as long as we do Vanderbilt, I don't know how long that will be. At this point, I can't really commit to anything at this juncture. Again, the football content is something I'm contemplating at the moment, but for now we're sticking with Vandy. We are going to 11-minute quarters with 15-second runoff. That quarter length I think works really well in Madden, so we're going to test it out here in college football 25 today. There are 2 games left on the season. We are ranked 13th in the nation at 8-2. Certainly a surprise season for our Vanderbilt Commodores, and we've got perhaps our toughest test. This is the second time this season we are facing off against the number 1 team in the nation. Last time it was respectable, but we definitely got beat pretty handily by Alabama. Before we hop into the game, though, I want to give you an update on recruiting. I actually haven't looked at recruiting since I last recorded, so this will be a bit of a refresher for me as well. Anthony Ellington, we're still the only team pursuing him. He is probably not going to get to his top 3 next week. Might be 2 weeks until he gets to that top 3. Don't know if we'll be able to get that commit before the offseason, but hopefully it'll be, a week 1 offseason he'll be able to commit. Or if we're lucky, he can commit. He could commit here before the season ends. He wants championship contender. That might be a tough thing for us to keep up next year, but of course with our high record this year, he's sticking with it. Then we got a bunch of 3-stars. All the other 4-stars have made a decision, and they have all committed to us. I think a couple of them I'm not sure if I showed you guys Major Bull committing. I think that was going to be part of this next episode. But we get a gem receiver that we kind of started to go after late. He was a good fit for us, and 6'2", 94 speed out of Georgia. Really excited to add him onto the squad. And got a bunch of other 4-stars here. We will be making a bowl game this year, so starting next year, we will no longer be restricted and unable to target 5-star players, which will absolutely be nice. I think without 5-star players, we're never really going to be able to compete with the best of the best at the SEC level. But here's what we're rocking with. So of the 3-stars, I think it's still, whoops, did not mean to press B. I meant to press A. Let's go back here real quick. Of the 3-stars, Brock Landry is actually pretty contested here. Boston College also getting into the mix. They made a ton of progress. We have lost first place. I think I changed this to the 60 points, though, because I don't think those 60 points would result in so little of a change. So I think back whenever it was that I last recorded, I changed it to 60 to try to get more points on him. Cam Meyer just reached his top 5. We're putting 40 points into him. I assume this is his ideal pitch. We're hoping it is, at least, because we only have 1A in there, so it's not an ideal fit there. And these guys still haven't reached their top 5, so we're just sending the house on all of them. Still, it's still very early in their campaigns, but we got a pretty good lead on everybody else, it looks like here. We're just barely starting to go after Bethea, who's an athlete linebacker, and Lanier, who is a kicker. At the time I started going after Lanier, I thought our kicker was a senior. He's actually a junior, but still probably good to get that kicker a season early, I'd say. So there's the update on recruiting. Let's hop into a game here, shall we? Going against number 1 Texas. I gotta quickly hide my face cam here so I can make sure I set this up right. We will be going with our custom Vandy playbook. And let's rock. Do we have an all white? Can we go all white here? There we go. We haven't rocked these unis yet in this dynasty, so I'm saying let's rock some of the all whites here. Going against the number 1 team in the nation, 90 overall, number 1 ranked Texas Longhorns versus our Vanderbilt Commodores. As of right now, we are just on the outside looking in. We're ranked 13th in the nation, and I was going to show it to you, but I forgot. We are not currently in the college football projection. As of right now, if the playoff started today, we would not be there despite our 8-2 record. A win against Texas might get us a berth into the college football playoff. In fact, I venture to say that it would be likely. So, with that being said, the biggest game of the season for our Vanderbilt squad. Let's see how we do. Gotta hide my face again really quick. Gotta make sure I'm pressing the right buttons here. And here we go. Vanderbilt set to kick off here. On the road, on top of it here, is going to make this a very difficult game. Matthew Golden. Should I change where my... I might just have to change where my face cam is because I feel like I have to... hide it every other second here to see what's going on. And the give to the back. I mean, look how many stars are on the field for Texas. They've got 4. Not the most we've seen. Alabama had more on their offense than Texas does, but still impressive. They got a lot of their skill position players, especially. They got a running back, a quarterback, and a receiver. And then their tight end also sitting there with that star under his name. Nice throw for the first down and more, Texas. They are in Vanderbilt territory on their opening drive. Cook with the reception. Texas going with a hurry up here. Right on that borderline scoring range. Wait, why is the quarter length not doing what I told it to? I swear I switched it to 11 minutes with 15 seconds. Did I not save it? Anyway, we're going with our old quarter length here, I guess, for this game. 2nd and 12. The give is stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. Nice play there. I mean, didn't have to do much. He was unblocked, but you still got to make the tackle, which he did. 3rd and long. Defense needs to get off the field, creating some pressure. Trevante Baldridge is the first to get there. The true freshman edge rusher gets to the quarterback, but it was some interior pressure that initially forced that throw-out. And the defense gets a clutch stop right when they were getting in scoring range, forcing some negative plays, and likely forcing the punt here, which we do. 4th and 30. Minimal return there by Isaiah Bond. Bond versus Malik Muhammad here, who has 3 picks on the season. Going to be one of the premier matchups today. both edge rushers with the star under their names here for Texas could become a problem. Nate Johnson has had tough times in the past allowing sacks, but here he's going for a man downfield. That's Junior Sherrill for the first down. Nice job avoiding the initial pressure, but that was a great blitz pickup by the back. Young, minimal gain on the first down run. This stadium is rolling. Quick dump off, first down and more. Jeremiah Smith on the reception. Nate Johnson now under center. The give to Young again is another short gain. Not a ton of push. It almost looked like initially there was going to be some push from the offensive line, but that space quickly evaporated. Sherrill in motion. Play clock winding down, but we get it off. And Nate Johnson, nowhere to escape. Sacked for a loss of 8. This is going to be something that we're going to have to watch throughout this game. I mean, Hill just got beat on the inside move there pretty easily. That's our best offensive lineman, although he is a guard to tackle convert, so you got to give him that. But still don't love to see it. And then just a quick dump off on 3rd and 14. I don't know if I love that play call. Why are we instantly going into the flats? I don't even know if it was the play call as much as Johnson just hitting his check down way too early in the progression. Tynan in motion. The give to the back. He is swarmed in the backfield. There were several white hats in the area. I guess Texas is also wearing white hats. Several white jerseys in the area for Vanderbilt. Give once again on 2nd and 13. Back to back. TFLs for the defense. Got to turn this into a 3-and-out. Last time we had him in 3rd and long. We got a 3rd down sack. Ewers has time this time around and has a man over the middle for a big Texas gain. Don't love giving that up. I mean, the coverage wasn't bad at all. That was just an absolute dime from Quinn Ewers there. Give to the back. Breaks one tackle, and he's got the first down and more into Vanderbilt territory. From the gun. Quick bubble screen, and there's no Vanderbilt defender in sight. If they got a better block there, that could have been a bigger gain. But instead, it'll be just enough to move the sticks. Texas back, a little tired. Maybe needs a breather here soon. Pump fake Ewers. Has a man, and the leaping grab is made into the red zone. Texas looking to put the first points on the board today as they hurry up to the line. They can still get a first down, but they'd have to get to the 1. Wide receiver in motion. Fake jet touch pass, and the give to the back is a solid 6-yard gain, getting Texas to the 5. Tight end in motion. Stays in the backfield. The give to the back. Even their backup running back has a star underneath his name, but unable to get much there. Very tight formation on the defensive line for Vanderbilt, but I see a really big gap there by the right tackle. Going to be a pass anyway. The catch is made, and they do get that first down. Still not unable to punch it in, but it's now 1st and goal from the 1. The give and the score. Texas strikes first on the ground. We went from nearly forcing a 3-and-out to really what was a methodical drive after that explosive play, of course, on their 3rd and long. They just kind of rammed it down our throats after that, and we showed little resistance. And that's the main thing I'm noticing against these top-tier teams is Our defensive line just usually can't hang with these teams. More of a pass rushing defensive lineman. That's one of the areas of the football team we absolutely still need to get better, is on that defensive line. Stowers in motion. The give to Young. He's got the a gain of 5 on first down. Solid hole created there by the O-line. Fake the delayed give. Johnson into the flats for a minimal gain there. 3rd and 3. Cannot go 3 and out. And that's exactly what we're going to do. The linebacker knifing through the line, forcing Young to a no gain on 3rd and 3. Vanderbilt. Not the start to this game that we wanted. Solid job in punt coverage, however. After the first quarter, it is 7-0 for Texas. This is more of like a average pace game. I feel like these 15-minute quarters, sometimes when I've tested them, they've been really good. Oh, I got to stop my camera from following me around here real quick. But other times, like they definitely have the potential to get wild and get a bunch of games where you're scoring 50-plus on one side. That defensive back Robinson got smashed onto his back, but it actually helped him stop the run there. That was kind of funny. 3rd and 14. Ewers downfield has a man, but it's broken up by Fontenette. We've actually gotten them into a surprising amount of 3rd and long so far, and 2 out of 3 we've been able to get them off the field on set 3rd and longs. Fair catch by Bond, and it will be good field position for the Commodores. Texas coming out in press here to start this drive. Fake the give. Johnson hit as he throws. Gets into the flat, but Young could not cut it upfield. So far, seeing a lot of Young and not a lot of Alexander. Alexander should be mixing in. I don't know what's happened here. That should have been picked. The defensive back ran that route for Jeremiah Smith, but he could not hold on to the ball. And we're in danger of 2 consecutive 3 and outs. Johnson taking a shot into double coverage. It is broken up. This offense has not been the offense that we've seen, and we're starting to see maybe why Texas is the best team in the country. This defense has been stellar so far. Very little offensive success early on for our squad. I do like these all whites, though, I got to admit. Not as like something you to go with regularly, but as a change of pace, I do like it. The give to the back is enough to move the sticks and get Texas to midfield. I'll be taking a lot of water breaks throughout this stream. My throat's been itchy for the last few days. Second down. We're about 4 minutes and change into the second quarter now. Wide receiver in motion. They'll give it to him on the bubble screen. Robinson able to come up and make the play defensively. Third and 5. To the screen game once more. And a nice job fighting through the block by Trudell Berry. Both sides with a 3 and out here. Or no, Texas did get a first down. What am I smoking? 4th and 3. They'll punt it away. Vanderbilt going to be backed up this time around. I can tell you right now this is going to be a jet touch pass. Stadium's a little bit quieter now. Oh, my goodness, it wasn't. That's the first time I've seen the running backs line up like that when it wasn't a jet touch pass, and I'll certainly take that result. A massive gain on the ground for Mikaelin Young, the best offensive play so far in this game. Young trying to get to the outside and unable to get too much there. Once again, what a weird formation. I swear we don't have a formation where they're supposed to line up like this. 2nd and 8. It's a jet touch pass that goes nowhere. Trying to get to the edge here, not really working. Don't know if we have... I mean, we're fast for sure. Oh, I also wasn't paying attention. This is the Isaiah Bond revenge game. And speaking of revenge, a big-time pickup on 3rd down for our senior receiver. Don't know why I didn't, realize that till now. But this is a big game for our number 1 wideout. We've certainly, for the most part, had a lot of struggles establishing the run. Is Alexander injured? I got to check. I don't remember him being injured. But we're even playing... Oh, no, there he is right there. Why do we have that other back playing ahead of him, though? He should be playing, just regular reps. 3rd and 9. Johnson picks it up with his legs. Let me take a look at... Now my webcam is once again not in a position that I want it to be. Let's look at coaching and the depth chart real quick. So yeah, let's do that. I don't know why that was like that. Alexander will be our power back and our 3rd down back. Yeah, so Alexander should be getting more run. I don't know why he isn't. We just never use our 3rd down back. I feel like in previous games he gets on the field a decent amount. But, oh, that's not what I meant to jump ahead and not play. All right, let's go back. Down under 6 minutes to go in the half. Empty formation for Vanderbilt. Going to the end zone. Touchdown! Isaiah Bond with the reception. Beats his man in one-on-one coverage. And Johnson hits him on the money. We are tied against the 901 Texas Longhorns. We needed a good drive. Got a couple of key 3rd down conversions. We had not been good on 3rd down up until this drive. And it was not an easy drive by any means, but we got it done when we needed to. And that is ultimately what matters. On the return, Texas gets it to the 25. I will say one thing that I like about Madden this year is the new kickoff. The CPU actually gets it past the 25 consistently. You're like no longer starting your drives at like the 16-yard line. What a throw. What a throw by Ewers there. And it's a chunk gain for the Longhorns. Texas changing things up here, sticking with the 2 tight ends. And the give will go for no gain. Whole lot of shifts in motion for a loss of 1, if you ask me. Good win by the defense, now showing double-A gap pressure on 2nd down. Ewers pumps, throws to the flats, and some nice blocking by Texas. We'll get 10 of those yards, bringing up a 3rd and short. Ewers gives, trying to get to the edge. Vanderbilt just can't quite get there. It looked like we maybe had a couple of chances trying to sift through the traffic, but Texas moved the chains. And incomplete towards the sideline. Nice play by the DB there. Second down. And a solid pickup of 5 there to set up a more manageable 3rd down. 3rd and 5, pretty much most of the playbook is open to you. They go with the run, and they get the 1st and more. What a nice play there by the back. I mean, he just ran by everybody. Did not seem to be very hard for him. Into the flats. Need to make a tackle, and we do. That'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. A much slower game than we're used to for the most part this season. The defenses have played better. We've seen more stops than usual on both sides. Defense has definitely carried their weight so far in this first half. Ewers throws it into double coverage and almost paid for it. Texas forced to settle for 3, though. We have a chance to take a lead into the half on the road in Texas. We'll have to replicate what we did last drive and maybe even be a little bit better, which is certainly no given with this offense. But I feel like one of the strengths of this entire season has been what this offense has done in kind of that 2-minute drill. We've been very good in it. Need to be so once more. Johnson. Clean pocket. Goes to the sideline, and it's out of bounds. That looked like a catch to me, but who am I to say? Johnson. Not really what you're looking for there on 2nd and 10. A 3-yard gain that stays in bounds is not what we're going for. And just another short throw. Well, what is Nate doing right there, man? What is that punt? Oh, let's go. Oh, just let it bounce, man. That could have kept going. We at least gained like an extra 5 yards of field position. I don't know why you catch that there. Ewers almost throws a pick, but what a leaping play by Fontenette there. Can't be mad at him for not hauling that in. That would have been an insane catch. 2nd and down. Vanderbilt sends the blitz, and Texas picks it up and gets a big gain off of it. Ewers up to 150 yards passing on the day. I mean, just think about how this team played Texas last year, though. This is a very big difference in just 1 year that we've already made. Thanks to, honestly, I think a combination of a strong recruiting class, also some strong transfers. The transfers actually haven't been doing too much in this game. Robinson, the linebacker, has probably been our best transfer in this game. He's made a couple plays in the backfield. Down to 31 seconds. Texas has it at the 23. Ewers all day to throw and has his man. Godfrey down the right sideline for the Texas touchdown. Running back wheel route. Fooled Vanderbilt. Looks like they had some sort of cover 2 look, maybe. Hard to tell from that angle, but running back slipped by that middle zone coverage and got the touchdown. That's a really, really big wasted opportunity. Johnson decides to throw short of the sticks on both 2nd and 3rd down. We take no time off the clock whatsoever. And instead of having an opportunity to go up before the half, we're now going to be down by 2 scores. Can we just run the ball? We'll get 3rd and inches there with Jeremiah Smith. We're not doing anything with 19 seconds, though. Who knows? Maybe we might. This offense can be explosive. Johnson's going to take a sack. Why is Texas calling a timeout here? What are you going to do? If you don't return this punt for a touchdown, what are you going to do with the drive, honestly? I mean, you could have blocked that punt. Dude, our punter is terrible. Unless this is like the windiest game of all time, our punter can't punt. Yeah, there's 4 seconds left. I don't know why they called timeout. They have to score a touchdown here. And they run the ball. Congratulations, you got an incompletion and a run for -1. That was a great timeout, Texas. Although they did almost block the punt, so there's that. They are absolutely dominating time of possession, 19-11 right now. Average yards per play is honestly kind of competitive, 5.5 to 4.9. You know, a half-yard difference, not terrible. Neither, you know, is really what you want. You want to be above 5 if you're either offense. Texas just did a better job of capitalizing on things than Vanderbilt did. That poorly managed drive, that poorly managed 2-minute kind of drill that we had, I think is going to come back to haunt us. You cannot be given even the slight edges to a team the caliber of Texas. And the way we managed that drive is not great. I don't know how much of it was the play calling versus Nate Johnson just being too conservative in that moment. But it is what it is. 2nd and 9. Johnson has plenty of time to throw. Has a man. It's Junior Sherrill. Breaking free to the 20, to the 10. Wrapped up at the 7. Almost a house call for the Junior Sherrill. I mean, excellent blocking by the offensive line. And Johnson hit him on the money. Did not have to break stride. Able to beat that bad angle by the defensive back. And that's how we wanted to start the second half. Instant red zone opportunity from the 7. The give to Young. Trying to find the edge, but this Texas defense has just too much speed to allow him to get there. Let's make it 2nd and goal. Young juking and scoring for Vanderbilt. We're back down to a 1-score game. This has been a very highly entertaining game. I think this is, of the games I've seen on College Football 25, probably like the closest to a realistic game I've seen. It's been punches thrown on either side. Some great plays defensively, some great plays offensively. Nothing in the way of, like, what the heck did I just see or anything like that yet. This is a very highly competitive game. This is clearly two very talented teams going at it in this matchup. Let's move the face cam back up here so you guys can see the full scoreboard, though, as Ewers makes the connection on 1st down. Play action. Over the middle, and it's tipped away by Langston Patterson. That's probably his first big play of the game. He's usually a more consistent playmaker for us, but Texas has a talented offense there. I'm impressed with how our defensive backs are fighting through potential blocks here on the outside, not allowing themselves to be easy targets. And stopped up. What a play there by 98. I don't even remember that guy's name, but he blew that play up. It was an easy 1st down. And instead, Vanderbilt's getting the football back. Yeah, there must be something with the wind. The punt's going, I guess, this way because everything's reversed. Are pretty short here in this game. Second down. Johnson throws. I thought he threw a pick. How was that not picked? That defensive back just simply can't catch. I think that's the 2nd dropped pick he's had today. Underneath, catch and run yardage for Tristan Brown. To the 45-yard line. We got to take advantage of the fact that Texas just dropped a pick. Once again, have an opportunity to take a lead. Junior Sherrill underneath, and we're getting some catch and run yardage here on this drive. If you can create some kind of traffic through the middle, that's a good way to beat man coverage. Make the defensive back fight through traffic. He's sometimes going to get lost in it, and it gives you that catch and run yardage that you want on these easy dump-offs. Nate Johnson has thrown it deep a lot this season, but at the end of the day, that's where he's best, when he's throwing it, these shorter passes. Johnson has Sherrill again. Been a big day for Sherrill. Probably the quietest day we've seen for Jeremiah Smith. 1,500 career receiving yards for Junior here. Part of a very talented wide receiver core for this Vanderbilt team. That play got absolutely blown up. Second and long. Vanderbilt already in range to tie this up. You can't make any crucial mistakes. Instead, it's an Isaiah Bond touchdown, his second of the day. Coming back home to Texas and putting on a show. Vanderbilt leads 20-17 in the third quarter against the number 1 team in the country. What a throw. Had some separation, but not a ton. Needed to be on the money, and it was halfway through the third quarter. It's a 4-point ball game in favor of the road team. On the return, Texas. Here, this is what I'm talking about. They're going to start at the 13-yard line. The returns in these CPU versus CPU formats can often be a little shaky. But again, with the new Madden, they fixed that entirely. The new kickoff is much better in the CPU versus CPU format, at least. Ewers. Oh my, had a man wide open over the seam. And then a broken tackle. Just like that, Texas instantly into Vanderbilt territory. A nice read and an excellent throw from Ewers. The broken tackle on top of it to make matters worse. And now we've got Trevante Baldridge playing over the guard. I don't know if I love that. And what a play by Batterson. Basically stringing Golden along through the entire ride, not letting him get the edge. And it's a loss of 2. Golden in motion again. They're going to give it to him on a bit of a wheel-like route, I suppose. I don't know what you'd call that. 3rd and 8. Ewers getting a free rusher. Trevante Baldridge takes advantage. A pass protection breakdown, and it's Baldridge's best game of his freshman season. 2 sacks in this game. I don't think he's ever had multiple sacks in the game prior to this. At least not one that we've watched, maybe in sim, but I don't think so either. We force the punt after allowing the explosive play. Not the first time we've done that in this game. It's very clutch stuff. And in fact, it was Trevante Baldridge on both of those similar drives that forced the 3rd down sack. The give to Young. Solid gain of 5 to start the drive. We have not given the ball to Alexander once today. It's kind of odd. He is in the backfield now. We'll see if this is a run play. It is. Alexander's first carry is not really going anywhere. 3rd and 5. Johnson alone in the backfield. He's going over the middle, and this time it's picked. Trying to find Isaiah Bond, but that linebacker was lurking. I think Johnson maybe thought he couldn't make the play. I mean, he had to stretch out for that one for sure. Wait another half second for Bond to clear that a little bit more, and you probably had him. But Anthony Hill Jr. makes an excellent play in coverage for the Longhorns, and one that they really needed at this point in the ball game. The momentum might be swinging here. We got to get it back in check before it's too late. The give is a moderate gain here on first down. That'll bring up 2nd and 6. Ewers with the keeper. There's no one inside. He's inside the 3, inside the 5, to the 2. I guess inside the 3 also works, just nobody ever says it. Why would they? First and goal at the 2-yard line. Man in motion. Give to the back once more, and we maybe had a chance with Otara here. Could not get the angle he needed, though. Texas back on top. They take advantage of the big-time Johnson turnover. 21-24, Texas. PAT up and in. Nothing really doing. We're started at 14. Why don't people just kneel more in this game, man? Not really what you wanted there on the first down pass. Just a 1-yard gain. This might be the last play here of the third quarter. Play clock winding down. Johnson is swallowed in the backfield for the sack. Derek Stecker on the sack, just bulldozed our line and got to the quarterback. 3rd and 15. What do we come up with here? Empty backfield. That will end the third. Bro's chilling. Johnson, he's going to try to scramble for it. Gets caught from behind. Despite the fact that he has 99 speed, somehow gets caught by an edge. How that makes sense, don't ask me, but it's 4th and 9. Shakes one tackle, and Texas already starts in Vanderbilt territory. We need to force a field goal here or a punt. To the flats. Fontenette, a nice wrap up, but it's a gain of 7 for Texas. Why is that dude in the slot out there in a 3-point stance? That's hilarious. Nice run stop there. 98. Again, I can't remember his name. It's been too long since I recorded one of these. But he's made some plays. To the flat. That's a really good block on the edge. We've been fighting through those all game, but that one we could not get through that block. Receiver in motion. It feels like Texas always has motion going every play. Baldridge gets to Ewers, but he gets it off. Baldridge having himself a game. Gets you really excited about what he can do as a sophomore. Been relatively quiet most of his freshman season. And down goes Ewers. On the play action. Could not get the ball out in time. 3rd and 18. Upcoming for Texas. So it'll be a very long field goal attempt. If we could keep them from converting here. Instead, it's a touchdown. Trudell Berry gets beat down the left sideline, and Texas takes a 2-score lead. Golden on the reception. Just beat the press coverage. Beat the one-on-one. Viewers hit him on the money. All right. That puts us behind the 8 ball for sure here. It's been a very tightly contested game. Just kneel the ball. We're starting at the 12. What are you doing? Oh, the return logic by the CPU needs to be greatly, greatly enhanced. Second and 6. Johnson goes down. Make a decision with the ball, please. This team is imploding in the 4th. The stadium is rocking. The pulse is full. Toughness ranks 6. Johnson going deep. Incomplete for Isaiah Bond. I like the attempts. And we can't punt in this direction, so they're probably going to get the ball in field goal range. Oh, my. They're going to be in the red zone already. This is going to be a game that was super competitive and fun for 3 quarters. It's going to get ugly in a matter of like 7 minutes of gameplay. Oh my, what a juke. Gain of 5. Nice stop by Patterson there. Loss of 3. If we can force him to a field goal, it's still just a 2-score game. That's doable. That's doable. What was that motion? Pretty sure that's not a real motion. They're going to get a conversion on a pass behind the line of scrimmage. Oh, man. Where did it all go wrong? It started with that Nate Johnson interception. Honestly, since then, there has not been much that's gone right for this team. We've been playing almost, not exactly, but almost the perfect game up until that point. And we were still only up by 3. We make one crucial mistake. And, 10 minutes later, we're down by 17. Oh my goodness. Isaiah Bond took a knee in the end zone. Miracles do exist. Oh, Jeremiah. It has not been his day. That's gonna be a holding call, isn't it? Pass interference on the defense. All right, Jeremiah. I respect it. We ran the exact same route last time. He was open. Couldn't hold on through the contract. Go right back to him. Johnson scrambling. Getting the first down. The dude just, once it gets to the 4th quarter, though, he decides that he's not going to slide anymore. It's kind of crazy, honestly. All right. I think we can call this one a game. It all started with one Nate Johnson interception, and then everything went downhill. Man, that is unfortunate. Yeah, this is going to end up being a 20-point game. It was not. This game was. It was 21-24 going into the fourth quarter. And then the team just totally crapped the bed. CJ Baxter had 4 touchdowns today, jeez. Well, at one point I said it was the best game of college football that we'd seen. No BS. Started to see maybe a little bit there towards the end. Some of these interceptions are like, why would anybody ever throw that ball? But all right. 2 key turnovers ended up costing us the game. We know what we're getting with Nate Johnson, though. You know, at this point, he can't go a game without throwing a pick. It's just not in his DNA. Not in his DNA. So we get a tackle here that reaches top 5 schools. We'll have to switch towards a hard sell there. Who's at risk of transferring the most? So Young for playing time. Okay. Carter and Heights. So brand exposure is still the main thing that's killing us. And it has since episode 1. So no surprise there. As soon as we get all those brand exposure guys out of here, I'll be happy. Langston Patterson, National Defensive Player of the Week. Really? I mean, he made some plays, to be sure. But I didn't look at that game and think National Defensive Player of the Week. But I'm going to take it. That probably crushes our playoff hopes. If you look at just the bracket, I mean, we weren't there last week, so after a loss, we're not going to be there. But Texas goes down to 2 for beating us by 20. Oregon's now ranked first in the nation. That's an interesting move by the people who do the polls. Tulane about to get a first-round bye. They're undefeated so far this season. There's a look at who will likely be participating in the playoffs with one more week to go. So Calcaterra is the one who reaches top 5. Probably got to take it off of this. He likes... So we know he likes championship contender and program tradition. So what's that third one that he likes? Probably pro potential. We only have one A here. Isn't there one where we have better? Yeah, so actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to sway him on this one. Has one that he likes and then 2 other A's. And then we'll soft sell him on the one that he actually does like, which is what, this one right here. We'll do this to get him up to 60. Oh my goodness! We couldn't schedule him for a visit because our last 2 weeks were both away games. And I think that's going to cost us Anthony Ellington because now 3 schools with Tier 5 pipelines are going after him. Maybe we have enough of a lead. I don't think the extra 5 points is really going to do anything. I want to see the... There isn't one where... Okay, well, there isn't one where the 3 A's are all being checked, right? I don't think so. There isn't, so we're pretty much doing the best that we already can. Oh, what was the one that we were soft selling him on before? Oh, we can't soft sell him on Sunday Bound now? Why not? Oh yeah, we can't soft, but why can't we do this one? Well, that's really dumb. Is there another one that has 2 out of 3? Not really. Oh, that is unfortunate. Because now we're going to be forced to do something even worse. We'll do this. We got to remember to turn it back next time. Okay. We've got 80 hours left. Let's put 20 on this guy. I guess 25. I'd rather just put like max points on everybody here, even if it's just like 5 at a time. And then these guys could all get 10 more. Except I don't actually think we could put more on the kicker, but that's fine because we won't have 10 to put on. Oh yeah, we will have. Yeah, we're already maxed with him, so we have 10 more to do. We'll do this and this. Bada bing, bada boom. This is the only guy that we're not putting max points into this week. Oh no, what we should do actually. Let's get some scouting done. Is what I want to do. Let's also get some music going. We'll keep that there, I guess. But like, we don't need the extra 5 points here. The extra 5 points here. That'll give us 20 hours of scouting. There's one guy we haven't scouted. I want to see how good Maben is. 93 speeds, pretty solid. 78 short hours, 84. Yeah, I feel like that's good enough to know that we want to. And we can do the last bit to see if he's a gem or a bust or anything next week. But there's recruiting for the week. I don't think we're going to play Tennessee. I think we're going to let that one sim. I know it's a rivalry game, but out of the last 2 games, I thought facing #1 Texas for a chance to go to the playoffs is more important. This year, we played Tennessee last year. I guess we also played Texas last year, but it'll be 9-3 or it'll be 8-4. What will it be for Vanderbilt here in 2025? Got a couple more people to their top 5 schools here. We beat Tennessee. Let's go. 52-46. Jeez. Johnson, 6 touchdowns to 2 interceptions, 363 passing yards. Alexander just hasn't been getting any run lately. Junior Sherrill, 8 for 137, 2 touchdowns. Isaiah Bond with another 2-touchdown game. Smith kind of falling off here at the end of the season. Brown had a touchdown reception. Stowers had a touchdown reception. He was very quiet against Texas. Got a few TFLs on the board. No sacks, no picks. We already knew that. Very much so an offensive game, and despite the fact that we turned the ball over and they didn't, we won the game. How many straight years has Tennessee won? Let me look that up real quick. The last time Vanderbilt beat Tennessee. Let's go. It was in 2018, so that's actually not super long ago. Thought it might be longer than that, but 2018 is not terrible. But you know, 7 years at this point since we're a year into the future. So let's see what we've got for recruiting here. How are we going with Ellington? Miami's totally going to steal him from us. Look how little progress we're making. Let's go back to the correct soft sell here. It's the SEC one, I think, that we want to sell him. These have 2 A's that are good and then a B minus that's not. All right, let's get the last bit of scouting done on him. Hey, Rashawn Maben's a gem. He's a 3-star receiver. We probably won't really use him much, but... Oh, we could probably get these guys off of Sell the House too, huh? Put them on some hard sales. We're not a great fit here, but I'm going to do it anyway. We could maybe soft sell on something that's a little bit better of a fit. Definitely something with conference prestige. This one's pretty good. I think we'll go with this one for the soft sell. Get this guy's point soft. We'll go hard sell, soft sell again. Team player. We're a decent fit there. Let's just find something else with proximity to home, but other stuff that we're good at. Like this one right here. See if we can get these guys to sign. Like now, because we're pretty much to the end of the season in terms of what we can do recruiting wise. To the house, is that this guy's thing, or is there another one? No, it's to the house. And we're not that great of a fit for any of these guys, honestly. Jeez. Let's find something that has championship contender, but we're better at though. For a soft sell. But this one, nope. That's the one we're already doing. Nope. These two are the same. They're both at least okay. We're just giving everybody the soft sell on. Oh, whoops. This guy still doesn't have his top 5, huh? Alright, so we got 10 hours left. Let's just boost a couple of these guys to... Oh boy, are we going to lose on Brock Landry? I think we are. We have worse luck with 3 stars than we are going to have with 4 stars. Now Calcaterra wants to go somewhere else. We didn't sway him, unfortunately. Dang. That would have been nice. Let's go back to the hard sell then on his... Oh, actually, Football Influencer. So I guess we're soft selling him on what? I don't know. That's what we're doing. Dang it, would have loved to get that sway. Might lose out on Calcaterra because now Notre Dame wants him and Kansas has him in for a visit. Not being able to schedule anyone on these late season visits is totally going to screw us. I mean, having your last 2 games of the season be road games really sucks. Now, Texas might come in and still mayor. Let's transition this to a soft sell for something we're good at. Something with conference prestige. What about this one? Yep, that's the one. Yeah, we're just soft selling everybody on the conference spotlight. That's fine. Wow, these 3 stars are all competitive. I think we'll lose Landry. I think we'll probably lose Calcaterra. Might lose Mayer. We're going to get Maben. Might even lose Luckett. My goodness. We'll get Bethea. We'll get Lanier probably. We didn't lose out on hardly any of our 4 stars, but the 3 stars are... I mean, it's because we went after them a lot later in the season. Honestly, if we went after these same guys early in the season, they would have been pretty easy. See if we can get anybody to commit. Rashawn Maben. We just found out he's a gem. We're going to add him to our wide receiver core. Some people have gotten down to their top 3. I don't think, there's nothing we can do with recruiting this week. Can we at least see it somewhere? So this is Conference Championship. This would be, I think, where if we were going to, we would fire our coordinators, but I have no plans on firing our coordinators. I think we just went 9-3. It finishes as a top 20 team in the nation after the regular season. That's above average of what we were expecting. Let's go through what we ended up doing stats-wise. Nate Johnson ended up passing for 4,000 yards this year. In a 12-game season, that's really impressive. 44 touchdowns, 13 picks is still a lot, though. That's over 1 a game. Anybody who watched him play knows that's not surprising, though. So he led us in carries this year. That's kind of crazy. Kylan Young ended up with pretty much 10 carries a game as our major back, and then Alexander had less than 5. That's kind of... We need to run the ball more for sure. 1,100 yards on 81 catches and 18 touchdowns for Isaiah Bond. I think he's happy with the transfer with those kind of numbers. Ended up going 9-3. Of course, Texas is going to play in the playoffs. So there's that. Junior Sherrill, 68 receptions, 898 yards, and 8 touchdowns as a sophomore. As a junior, excuse me. Jeremiah Smith transferred, got 50 catches for 812 yards, 7 touchdowns. He was somebody that whenever we simulated a game, he almost never had a good one, but most of the games, except for the one that we just watched here on this stream, he would always perform well in the game. I'm excited to see how he develops. Tristan Brown, solid as, your 4th option. Stowers, solid as, kind of the 4th options here. It was really a receiving game that was dominated by our top 3 receivers, and they all played really well for the most part this year. Xavier Hill wasn't a great experiment trying to get him to go from guard to tackle. Ended up allowing the most sacks on the offensive line with 10. Not great. Patterson, 117 tackles, 72 solo, 45 assisted, 13 TFLs. Had 3 guys in double digits. Riddick, Utara, and Patterson. And then sacks-wise, we were led by Damian Riddick, who also tied us for the lead. So this is our best defensive lineman. Senior, though. So we're losing him. Trevante Baldridge ends up 2nd on the team in sacks as a true freshman, 4.5. I think we might be hoping, at least, maybe not expecting, but hoping for big things for him next season. We got a lot of high-profile seniors on this team. It'll be interesting to see how this team does next year. 20 for 22 for Taylor's pretty good. I did forget to see how our DBs did. Let's look at our DBs. So we got deflections-wise. Trudell Berry led us there. Cam Robinson and Langston Patterson next. Robinson in his sophomore season. Fontenette, those are the guys over 5. Forced fumbles. We had a few guys forced 2. Both are high-profile linebackers as well as Berry. Defensive touchdowns, we had 2, Ellis Robinson and Cam Robinson. Where are the interceptions? Why did I? Okay, here we go. Here are the interceptions. I totally skipped over them. Trudell Berry led us with 3, and then Robinson, and Height had 2. Solid there. I think we were better last year, but still solid. And that's how we're going to end the regular season. I think for this, Brock Landry ends up committing to us. I thought we were going to lose him for sure. Ellington goes to Miami, dude. We lose Calcaterra as well, and Mayer. We lost 2 offensive linemen. And Tuckett's probably going to go to UTSA. That sucks. Heisman goes to Nico. We've been invited to play the Music City Bowl in 1 week against Nebraska. Our coach prestige is up to a B-. That's fancy. Do we continue to go down this path, or do we unlock tactician? I would like to get another bonus for another position group. I'd really like to get a bonus for our defensive line. We need a better D-line. I think this is the best use of our stuff right now. I do think with the last 10, though, I think I'm going to unlock tactician, at least. Yeah, I think that's the move right now. We unlock tactician. Let me get my camera to stop following me real quick. I'm not going to spend a ton of tactician, I don't think. I really am getting tactician to get architect. We need to spend 15 more points of tactician. We need to win 2 rivalry games next year. We won 2 this year. If we can win 2 next year, we'll unlock architect, which I really like. The ability I really want in architect is to have a chance at increasing their caps whenever they upgrade. I think being able to increase somebody's caps will just obviously increase their potential, which I like. So managed staff, did either of our coordinators get hired away? So far not. Man, Isaac needs to work on his prestige. D+, jeez. Is there anything else we need to do? Should we just see where we could go if we wanted to? Ole Miss, Mizzou, a couple other SEC squads. You could bail and go to USC or Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech, I'm not surprised they want us as their coach. We've beaten them twice in a row. I don't think any of those offers are better than Vandy, though. Especially with what we're building here at Vanderbilt. We're bringing this back to a football school, which is what it hasn't been in 100 years. So we face off against Nebraska. I think I'm going to make that next episode. I do not know yet whether it will be something I record and edit or if it will be another stream. It will be the off-season. I'll include the bowl game in the off-season. I feel like I probably want to do that on stream, much like I did here today, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I do like the fact that one of the reasons that things slowed down, and I wish this wasn't the case about myself, but one of the reasons I haven't been releasing as much, apart that I've been busy and I just haven't prioritized it, but part of the reason I haven't prioritized it even is I get my hopes up that when I start a new series, it's going to get, a ton of excitement and a ton of interaction and stuff. And when it doesn't happen, I just get discouraged. I wish I didn't. I wish I could just say, hey, I like playing with Vanderbilt, and I could release an episode whenever I wanted to. And I didn't feel like the level of excitement I had to make a video wasn't dependent on how many views it was going to get. But unfortunately, that's just kind of how it is for me. So the one thing that I like about the stream, though, is really the only reason that I don't like to make videos when they're not getting views is because I hate editing. And so I feel like I need to be motivated to edit a video. Or with the stream, I don't do any editing. I play the game, I commentate on it live, and you guys get it live, and there's no editing involved. So I feel like for me, it's easier to stream a series that maybe isn't getting as much hype as I want. Really, to be kind of give you a little bit of a peek behind the curtain, I've been struggling kind of between a thought of two things. Whether I should just keep moving along with the series I've already done, even though they're maybe not getting the interactions that I would hope for, or if I just keep swinging and try new series until I find one that does, pique the interest of a lot of people. Trying different styles. I don't know exactly what that would look like yet, but I'm kind of stuck between those two ideas because the people who do watch, I appreciate you. I absolutely do, and I don't want to make you feel like that whenever I start a series, I'm just never going to finish it. But at the same time, I would like to, create a series that more people want to see. I can get some new viewers onto the channel, and that. So anyway, that's a little peek behind the curtain of kind of what's going on behind the scenes and maybe why uploads have slowed down over the last couple weeks for me. But I did enjoy this stream. Not really much going on in chat, unfortunately, which is fine. It's going to end up being a short stream anyway. But I enjoyed that game against Texas. The first 3 quarters were awesome. The fourth was terrible. But it was against the number 1 team, and I thought, at least for those first 3 quarters, we were really holding firm. We've got our first bowl game of the series coming up. I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see if we can have anywhere close to as fun of a transfer class as we had last year. Last year's offseason was very fun. We had a ton of really awesome transfers. Hoping we can get that again, and hoping we can continue to build up this Vanderbilt program. When the next episode will be, I don't know. I can't really commit to anything how my football content is going to look going forward. At the moment, I'm kind of waffling between ideas, but all in all, I had fun recording this episode. I hope you enjoyed it too. Please drop a like on the stream if you did, and I'll be back with more football content of some sorts. Hopefully, much more Vanderbilt franchise to come.